folks, how's it going? It's Bill once again with NSPCCC. Today we've got a really fun video for you, one of the longer ones actually, Super Bomberman 2 on the Super NES. Now for those of you that have played any of the Bomberman games on the Super NES, whether 1 or 2, or the Japanese games 3 through 5, then you know what you're in for. It's a lot of high-flying, in-your-face, bombing action, killing enemies, killing your friends if you like having those couch co-op parties, which I certainly did a lot of as a child growing up. Can't say enough good things about this game here. Alright, enough about being sentimental. Let's look at the back of the card, see what we're doing. Alright, so it looks like what we got to do is we have to complete 13 levels, and we have to do it without picking up any power-ups. So, for many different reasons, this is a pretty difficult challenge because you have to purposely avoid the power-ups. It's just muscle memory and basic instinct to pick that stuff up. And sometimes you're going to find, especially with me, when I recorded this challenge, that I would accidentally run over some of those power-ups and it would cause a lot of frustration about 15 minutes into the challenge. So a lot of wasted time and takes on this, but I did get through it, as you're going to see. I enjoyed playing this a lot, and I hope you enjoy watching it a lot. Alright, been looking forward to talking about this one for quite some time now. Super Bomberman 2, so we already know we have to get through this without picking up any of the power-ups, and one of the unforeseen challenges with that is that you're going to have weak bombs for the entirety of the playthrough. So that means just one square per bomb, and you have to account for that because a lot of these enemies you're just used to killing with the most powerful bombs possible. You're going to have to account to try to get them pinched in like that. That's going to be a pretty common theme you see throughout this video. And you got to also remember that you don't want to get yourself pinned in there also. So the first level's pretty easy. Just make way to the enemies, get rid of them. Don't accidentally bomb the door. That's a common mistake that anybody can make, even the best of the best. More of the same here. Again, just be very aware of where these enemies are. Sometimes it can get pretty frustrating to trying to kill these enemies knowing that your bombs are so weak. Alright, with that being said, now that you know what to look for and what to expect, I'm not going to have a whole lot more commentary on this until some of the harder levels, so go ahead, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of this video until I chime back in. Alright, this little magnet guy here can go jump in a lake for all I care. Like I said, one of the major problems with doing this type of a challenge is that with weak bombs, you gotta really get up in the guy's face and hope that he runs into the bombs. Unfortunately, the programmers decided to give this guy some higher than usual AI, and he does not always go where you want him to. The other problem is that if you get too close to him and you don't time it properly, he will magnetize and suck you toward him, meaning that you can get yourself trapped in between the bomb blast and the enemy. So that's not very cool, and it can make a very frustrating experience here with only one enemy left to go and everything else is cleared out. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that these enemies take more than one hit, so yeah, you can kind of see where we're going with this. And you're going to see that several times throughout this run. Just one of those things you got to worry about. Alright, time for the first boss on level 1, the U-Bomber. Alright, this guy can be really easy if you can manage to trap him in between the two bombs, or he can be extremely frustrating. Remember, his bombs have pretty decent reach, whereas yours are pretty puny. So, a lot of this can be luck-based, or like that. So it's basically 2 times in the fight that I caught him in between bombs. We got pretty lucky there and made short work of this fight. Nice thing is that there's no timer on this. You got infinite time to get it done. But yeah, if you manage to get lucky and pin him in, this can be really easy, or it can be one of your worst nightmares. Alright, second part of this fight. You're going to have to get really close to him and hope that he runs into a bomb, a weak bomb. So you're going to see you have to account for timing here. What I do is I put it just 1 square in front. Don't put it right on the same plane as him, because if he runs it over, he's just going to swallow the bomb up, and it is completely worthless. You just wasted your time and the bomb. That's really all there is to this fight. Just watch his pattern. Put the bomb 1 space in front of where you want him to go. And with time and patience, eventually he will go down, and you can move on to level 2. Alright, so we've officially moved into the game's level 2, or as we're going to refer to it in this challenge, level 9. So we've got about, 4 or 5 more levels to go. One thing you're going to see immediately here is that you got these fire blocks, and the thing is, if you blow them up, great, but they have a chance of respawning and reburning again, and that's a big problem because you can get trapped in between two fire blocks, and that can pin you in there and completely ruin the game and make you have to suicide and start over again. So you got to really think about that, decide when and where to drop those bombs. Also, you're going to see a lot of factory plants here where if you put the bomb right in front, it's going to cause those little trails of fire to go off at about maybe 10-second intervals, let's say. And you have to remember and account for that because that can catch you off guard. And just remember when the screen goes red that you're going to have that fire trail start up again. So stay off the trail once the screen goes red. A lot of the same you're going to see in these next few levels here. Alright, these enemies, they only move left and right, and they will move a specified number of squares. I don't know exactly how far it is. Maybe it's 5, 6, or 7, somewhere in there. But they never move just one square, and they usually wait about 2 seconds, 2 or 3 seconds before they move. So remember that, account for it. Sometimes these enemies can get really annoying if you don't pin them in. It's really the only way to kill them, unless you get extremely lucky. Alright, 2-4, which I believe is level 12. This was absolutely the worst level to play through here, and there's a lot of things to account for here. Number one, it's a small screen, so you don't have a whole lot of room to work with. There's a lot of fire blocks out there, and there's two enemies, although they're very slow moving. You're going to see that once you hit them, they're not going to be so slow anymore. They move pretty darn fast. So you need to remember that and have a way to pin them in there not once but twice, if at all possible. So you got to really decide when and where to drop those bombs. Right now, I'm just planning my strategy out. I know it looks kind of slow and boring, but there is a reason for this. I'm planning out exactly when to kill both of these enemies here, pin them in, and we'll see how this works out. See, what I'd like to do is open that furnace up so I can use the trail to burn these enemies, but the problem is, if I do that, I'm going to get caught and pinned and killed by the enemy when it gets fast again. Always make sure you blow up those power-ups, don't pick one up by accident. You're going to see right here, this is the scariest part of the whole video. I pin him in, and then check this out. What I should have done was try to hit him again with a second pin in, but oops, didn't do that. Now he's chasing after me. I got very lucky throwing a second bomb down to get him. I think a half second later, he would have got me and ruined the whole run. So thank the Lord that that is over with. Now all I have to do is get rid of these blocks and hope that I don't get pinned in by the fire blocks, which obviously that's not going to happen at this point. Thankfully, the weak bombs mean I don't get pinned. All I gotta do is walk through the door, and I got one level to go. Alright, well we just took out the last enemy on level 13, so we are home free. All we gotta do is get rid of these switches and blocks, hope we don't get trapped, walk through the door, and we are home free. And that is one of the more difficult and tedious challenges out of the books here. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
What?